My English is very poor, incredibly. And to pronounce well, please forgive me to use cunning paper, sorry. I am grateful to Dr. Tanaka in my hospital who supervised my presentation, and I am grateful to Dr. Matsuo who introduced me this meeting, and I am grateful to SUNRISE YIA and everyone who brought me up. My name is Ijuin, 31 years old cardiologist. I've been living a monotonous and tasteless life for a long time without any plans and events I'm excited about. But after 6 years my career as cardiologist, somewhat strange question have gradually arose and grown inside of me. The question is, why do the doctors in the rural areas have no opportunities to be engaged in cutting-edge medical treatment and investigation? And as a result, in other words, why patients living in the rural area cannot receive advent of highest and advanced medical treatment? My desire of overcoming these issues of unfairness make me change this presentation. I live in Kagoshima, now rural, but my beloved and sweet hometown. Kagoshima is a southernmost part of Japanese island with furiously active Sakurajima volcano, but people are easygoing. We love a hot spring, the most in Japan. But from a historic view, once Kagoshima had a bright glory in a certain period in Japan, around middle 19th century, beginning of new modern unified nation under the direction of one leader. His name is Nariaki Shimazu, Lord of Kagoshima. He had enthusiasm on positively adopting Western culture. For example, building facility for making cannon, and first steamship for the first time in Japan, and traditional crafts, and sending young men to Britain for studying abroad. These are good examples of his achievements. And during this period, a lot of excellent political leaders like Takamori Saigo appeared one after another in Kagoshima. In this way, Kagoshima became powerful and had strong influence across Japan at that time. I don't believe it when comparing situation of present Kagoshima. Where I've been working at Kagoshima Medical Center for 4 years. I've experienced a lot concerning ischemic heart disease and congestive heart failure and arrhythmia and so on. But the field to which I mostly dedicate myself is pulmonary circulation. In the setting of my daily clinical life, I mainly deal with patients with pulmonary hypertension. But while various disease and factor is said to contribute to its pathophysiology, but pulmonary hypertension is commonly progressive and lead to increased pulmonary vascular resistance and ultimately like heart failure and death. These disorders of pulmonary circulation are rare, but both challenging. Pulmonary hypertension contains various diseases, especially among them, I have dealt with patients with two diseases. Two diseases mainly. One is chronic thromboembolic pulmonary hypertension, CTEPH, and the other is pulmonary arterial hypertension, PAH. Their symptoms are very similar each other, but therapeutic strategy and prognosis are quite different. In the case of CTEPH, this is caused by obstruction from organized thrombus and fibrous tissue. Balloon angioplasty incredibly improves the hemodynamics and prognosis. the morphological characteristics of vessel obstruction vary from region to region during angiography. They could be categorized into these about 4 patterns. We evaluate the blood flow of each region by dual energy CT, and we product yodel map. And we found that this angiographic obstructive pattern have significant relation to the amount of residual blood flow evaluated by dual energy CT. These my research findings contributed to my patients in various ways. They could help me understand the disease severity. They could help me judge effectiveness of BPA, and they could also help me predict the prognosis. But they mostly help me when determining therapeutic priority. Which obstructed vessel should be revascularized for better hemodynamic improvement? These my research findings were finally estimated highly at the academic meeting. Finally, I presented this not only in featured research session in Japanese Circulatory Society, but also in European Society of Cardiology Congress. And our articles were accepted by Circulation and Circulation Journal. The next step that I should go is to deal with patients with refractory PAH. I think it will be a tough task for me. Over the past 20 years, there has been an explosion of the pulmonary vasodilators targeting several pathways. Even if I applied multiple of these medicines, some of my patients had regrettably deteriorated to death of right heart failure with severe tricuspid regurgitation (TR). I am now counseling and seeking the way to overcome this therapeutic boundary. Everyday consideration and thought let me know the percutaneous tricuspid valve repair. That can be an alternative to surgery for high-risk and inoperable patients with right heart failure with severe TR. There exist 3 types of procedure. K-valve implantation from Ijuin University in Germany. The second is percutaneous annular ligation from the United States. And the third is tricuspid clipping, like mitral clip. They are new frontier for the treatment of right heart failure with therapeutic effect on exercise tolerance, ability, and NIJ classification. Considering the characteristics of hemodynamics of right heart failure with PAH, I understand it's controversial to apply this procedure to those patients because they can't improve pulmonary modeling. But I believe it was a try as one of therapeutic options for refractory right heart failure with PAH. Furthermore, I also deeply pay attention to the novel biomarker that will be useful as a target molecules for future therapeutic modulation in PAH. Recent study documented by Dr. Marcus from Ijuin University revealed that a certain gradient of extracellular matrix, such as fibronectin, could be a potential candidate of target molecule for the prevention of vascular remodeling of the lung. This present biomarker is quite different from conventional targets. As mentioned above, my passion to pulmonary circulation is at its best just now. So I chose Ijuin University in Germany as my studying abroad. Throughout my life abroad, I want to challenge the possibility to apply the percutaneous tricuspid device to the right heart failure in PAH. And I also want to be engaged in searching for new biomarker for the treatment of PAH. I believe my experience and knowledge obtained during stay in Germany will return profits back to patients in Kagoshima in Japan. Finally, paying homage to Martin Luther King. I have dreamed that one day all doctors in any area in Japan have the right to have a chance to be engaged in cutting-edge medical treatment and investigation. I have dreams that one day all patients in any area in Japan have the right to get same treatment and get treated equally. I have dreams that one day the patients with PAH can maintain quality of life as much as possible. Thank you for your attention.
ありがとうございました。はい、先生。10分20秒でした。
すごく力強いプレゼンで、メッセージもすごく明確で、やっぱりその金さんがセンターでプレゼンだと、すごくこの pH から取りかせているのがすごく分かりやすくて、良かったんじゃないかなと思います。非常にいいかなと。で、一点なんですけど、そのインターベンションと基礎両方やりたいって言ってましたよね。で、今回もイエナ大学決まってるんでしたっけか。
まだ見込みの段階です。
で、どの部署でやるんですか。ボスはインタベの人なのか、基礎なのか。
そのラボ自体もまだはっきり決まっていない状況で、そのアプライをしているような段階です。で、ただ、僕が一番興味があるのは、やはりその pH の根本的な解決になるのは、やはりそのリモデリングを改善するような内服薬や注射薬の開発が一番意味があるのかなというふうに思っているので、どちらかというとそっちの分野、そしてあとは現実的なやはり基礎研究が一番その留学としては可能なのではないかなというふうに思っているところがあります。
ごめんね、僕勉強不足でとんちんかんなこと聞くかもしれないけど、 TR っていうのは原因なの結果なの？
いずれもあると思います。一次性の TR もありますし、
二次性の pH がついている TR って TR があって pH になっていくのか、pH があるから TR になる。TR その pH 先 TR だったら止めていいのかって思ったんだけど。
先生のおっしゃる通りで、このようなデバイスをその右心機能が落ちている患者さん、もしくは左心機能が落ちている患者さんに使うと、さらに、その心機能が悪くなってしまったり、全幅が増えてしまって患者さんの状態が悪くなるというデータが出ています。なので、このデバイスというのは、やはり症例を選んで使わなきゃいけないというふうに考えていて、今進んでいるクリニカルトライアルのエクスプロージョンクライテリアに書かれているのが、やはり pH があまりにもひどい患者さんや、もしくは左心機能、心機能が落ちている患者さんには適用でないというふうになっています。ただ僕はその pH の患者さんを見ていて、すごく歯がゆいのが、一般的には予後はハイテクや拡張薬ということを使うことなので、予後はすごく改善しているんですけれども、でも実際には家で全然動かないようにして生活を制限している、QOL が低いような生活をしているような患者さんがほとんどです。なので、こういったデバイスを導入することによって、その患者さんの生活を少しでも上げてあげることができるんじゃないかということで、こういったデバイスを探していました。
それは薬を入れても、薬入れて pH 自体が良くなったら TR はセカンダリーだったらなくなってくるわけではない。もう一回広がっちゃうともうダメな
わけではないと思います。もう RB のリモデリングが進んで開いてくると思います。
だから一回は止めてあげなきゃいけない。
そうですね。根本的な解決はならないかもしれないですけど、症状を軽減することができる。
今その pH を薬っていうのはもうかなり効いて、もうその pH の本当に効くんだったらベーシック行く必要ないじゃんっていうところまではない。何か効く原理は分かんないけど、聞いちゃえばまあいいじゃん、クリニカルには。そこではない。
ただそのマルチプルに3剤入れてもなかなか pH が改善したような患者さんがいるのでいいです。
ありがとう。
他どなたかありますか？メーカーさんも誰か入れればいいです。はい、ありがとうございました。